This is your math gal, Julie Harland. Please visit my website at yourmathgal.com, where all of my videos are organized by topic. All right, this is example 1 of finding the tangent of a difference of two angles. So we're going to find the tangent of b minus a given these two triangles we see below. Now before doing it, I like to just sort of like estimate like whether it's going to be positive or negative. So B looks like a smaller angle than A. So like let's say if I was over here and I had some angle B, maybe it's right here, right? And I subtract A, it's going to be a little bit bigger. You know, I'm going down, right, for A. So it looks like my angle, my final angle is going to end up the terminal side down here. So it looks like the tangent should be negative, right? Negative tangent. Right, now I just use that because, when I go through the problem, it looks to me like our answer should be negative in the end. And this is just a rough drawing. This isn't really how big A and B are. It's just in relationship to each other. It looks to me like A is bigger than B. Okay, now we need to find out these sides that are missing, and you could use the Pythagorean theorem, or you might know some of the special Pythagorean triples. For instance, some special Pythagorean triples. That means if you're just looking at two legs in the hypotenuse, 3, 4, 5, probably most of you are used to that triangle by now, where if the two legs are 3 and 4, the hypotenuse is 5. Another one is 5, 12, 13. That's one we've done a lot. And the other one is 7, 24, 25, and there's a lot more than that. There's infinitely many, but actually the ones you see here are in these triples. So from that, 7 works. So you could have done this using the Pythagorean theorem to figure it out, but 24 squared plus 7 squared is 25 squared, and 25 is the hypotenuse, so that works out. And then this is the 5, 12, 13 one. So if you know that, that makes it a little bit easier. So now, in order to compute the tangent of b minus a, we're going to need to know the tangent of b and the tangent of a. So looking at the picture, let's first write down what the tangent of a is. Okay, so we look at a and it's opposite over adjacent, so it's 24/7. And the tangent of b, look at angle b, opposite over adjacent is 12/5. Okay, so now we're ready to do the problem, which is what is tangent, and it was b minus a. We weren't doing a minus b. All right, so what's the formula? Tangent of b minus tangent of a. Remember, it's the tangent of the first angle minus the tangent of the second angle over 1 plus the tangent of the first times the tangent of the second. And we know the tangent of a and b, so we can go ahead and plug those in. Tangent of b is 12/5. Tangent of a is 24/7. So put this equal sign a little bit lower. All right, over 1 plus those two numbers times each other, 12/5 times 24/7. Okay, I got some big numbers, but that's okay. All right, let's see, got to go up a little bit. Running out of room. Okay. So we want to simplify this. And I've got a complex fraction. So let's multiply by the least common denominator to get rid of these complex fractions. And that'll be 35. So we want to multiply. I'm going to go down all the way down here. Try to fit this in. Okay, so I'm going to have 35 times the 12/5 minus 35 times the 24/7. Right, I'm distributing the 35. And then 35 times 1 plus 35 times 12/5 times 24/7. Now I'm going to think of that. This is just my way of not getting out my calculator. 12 times 24, I'm going to think of that as 12 times 2, okay? And then I'm going to just do the 5 times 7, which is 35. Okay, so let's see if anything cancels. The 5 goes into the 35, and of course it will cancel. So 7 goes into 35 5 times. Nothing cancels here, they're whole numbers. And this 35 and 35 cancel. So, you know, the easy part is the formula. The harder part is doing all your arithmetic here. So I've got 7 times 12, that's 84, minus 5 times 24, that's 120. 35 times 1 is just 35, plus, and 12 times 12 is 144 times 2 is 288. Now, you could use your calculator to get that as well. You could have just done 12 times 24. Okay, getting there. All right, so 84 minus 120, so then you have to do that arithmetic. That's negative 36. And then 288 plus 35. Okay, I can't do that in my head. Let's see. 323. Wow. Now, in my original drawing, I did think it was going to be negative, and it did come out negative, so that seems like a reasonable answer. So it looks like the tangent of b minus a, and who knows if this is correct. I could have made a mistake because it's arithmetic. You can't really check it except to just do the problem over again very carefully. So if anybody finds a mistake, please let me know, but I think I went through that correctly. This is your math gal, Julie Harland. Please visit my website at yourmathgal.com, where all of my videos are organized by topic.